Hello, this video is going to explain the research paper database searches. So if you have clicked on the where it says research paper, topics and opposing viewpoints, you have come to this video. This video is going to talk about how to find the best scholarly sources for your research paper. And one of your assignments this week is to email me an opposing viewpoints database article by Sunday. So if you will click and go to the KC library that I have provided for you, or you can just go to any Google and search Kilgore College Library, you will come to this page. Now, if you just want to do some research and find books and things like that, maybe for this assignment or another research paper, as a Kilgore College student, you have access to the library. You could go here and enter that keyword and look and see what resources that we have available at the library or maybe online articles as well. However, the most scholarly sources that you can find for papers is through our databases. Every library probably has a different list of databases. This is specifically the ones I'm going to talk about for Kilgore College Library. So if you click on databases, you'll see that it comes up as a general subject area, or you can click up here where it says by title A through Z. The subject area is nice because maybe you're taking a history class next semester. If you will look, there is a section called Government History, Law, and Criminal Justice. This is a list of all the databases that Kilgore College subscribes to and that you have access to as a KC student. For this particular assignment, because we're doing a research paper over an argumentative topic, I think you'll probably want to stick with the general miscellaneous ones, especially the one that I'm going to talk about today. And just for the sake of time, I'm going to click on search databases by title A through Z, and then I'm going to click on the O's, and that will bring me to the one I want us to start with, which is opposing viewpoints. Now, once you get here, it's going to ask you to log in. You should log in the same way you do Blackboard. So make sure you put your credentials in there the same way you do with Blackboard. Now, when you get to opposing viewpoints, you will see just kind of a vague idea of like, okay, where do I start here? Well, we can do a couple of things. One, we can go over here to browse issues, and you can see if the issue that you have chosen of the ones that I listed for you to choose from is here. If it is, great, you can click on that. If not, go up here to search, and you can type in something to do with one of those particular topics. For example, if you are doing over arming teachers, you might type in arming teachers, or you might put teachers, guns. There's all different ways to search, just like you would in Google. For this one, I'm going to put arming teachers, and I'm going to see what I come up with. Now, if you look here, it just says 2 academic journals, but that's not where you need to start. You need to go over here where it says viewpoints, and you'll see that there are 5 articles over arming teachers. One says arming teachers will not reduce school violence. So if you are against arming teachers, this might be a good source for you. Another one says arming teachers is not an effective way to prevent school violence. Here's another one that's for it, says arming teachers and parents will prevent school shootings. Now, remember, in your research paper, you're choosing a side, and your 3 body paragraphs, paragraphs 4, 5, and 6, are going to talk about your points and whether you're for or against something. But remember, one of your paragraphs is where you give the opposition. So even if you are for arming teachers, you're probably going to have to find at least one source that's against it so you can talk about that rebuttal or that opposition in that one paragraph. So I've got 6 articles here that look pretty good. Let's say I choose this one, and I read through it and I realize this is a good article for me. This is what I mean by email me a copy of this article just to prove that you understand how to search the databases. So if you'll go over here where it says send to, click on that and click on email. And then you want to put in my email. So to ltruman@kilgore.edu. And then where it says from, you can put your email there. But this is very important. Where it says message, put from your name here, whatever your name is. That way, when I receive this email, I will see exactly who it was from. Because sometimes it'll send it to me and it'll be a generic opposing viewpoints email, and I won't know which student emailed it to me. So make sure you look at that and then you click send. Now, one other thing that I wanted to just kind of share with you about the databases is we're writing this essay in MLA format. One of the really bonus parts of this particular or of using any databases is the fact that it will kind of give you a cheat method on citing your sources. So if you click over here where it says cite, and then of course we want to make sure we're not clicked on APA, we're clicked on MLA, right here, it has done your works cited entry for you for your works cited page. How easy is that? So if you were to highlight that and then right click and you could press copy, you could go to a Word document, and let's say you are working on your works cited page, and it would be titled Works Cited. And then we want to make sure that we go to our paragraph and that we double space it. And so I'm over here and I'm ready to paste that. I'm going to hit Control V, and there it is. Now, the one thing though that's messed up is there's no hanging indent. So I've got to go over here and I've got to indent it. There's a couple of ways you can go up here to References and go to Style and then find MLA, and it should do it for you. Or you can just click here, hit the enter button twice, and then backspace, and then tab, and it will indent all of those for you. If you notice that this is not Times New Roman or Arial, you could always go over here as well and find Times New Roman and make sure that's set up correctly. You can set this up before you start copying and pasting, but I just wanted to show you how simple that is, how nice that the databases will cite these sources for you. Now, are they perfect? No. You may have to go back here and check and say, okay, make sure here's my source, my container, that is italicized, that looks good. I've got my database that's italicized, because sometimes they don't always italicize for you. But the idea is it saves you a lot of time and a lot of energy, and it just helps you get these works cited entries in correct format, in MLA format. That's your assignment for this week. However, knowing that you know how to use this opposing viewpoints, remember that you have to search things, and you might want to change it up. Maybe this time I want to put teachers' guns, and let's see what's come up when I do that. Let's see what comes up in the viewpoints. It says teachers should be armed to prevent school violence. Some of these may be the same, but it may be a few different ones. So vary your search engine up, and that way it will help you get different results. Another nice website to use is the, I went to the wrong thing. Let's see if I can get to it. There it is. Another nice database is Academic Search Complete, and it'll be in the general miscellaneous one. So if you click on Academic Search Complete, and let's say I decided I wanted to do prayer in schools, and I'm just going to type that in, prayer in school. And I'm going to search. And I'm going to look through these sources. This one says why school prayer matters. So that looks like it'd be for it. So I'm going to click on this. And remember, this is Academic Search Complete. This is not opposing viewpoints where you have to send me an email. You might find a lot of your sources in Academic Search, opposing viewpoints. But this is just another database. And I wanted to show you how it looks a little different. So you don't see a cite tool up here. Instead, you see it over here. So if you click on cite, I'm over here on the right side. And then I'm going to scroll down to MLA. The same thing. It does it for me. All I got to do is copy and paste that. Now, when you're looking at your sources and then your different topics that you're choosing from, your paragraph where you have to give the background information of that particular issue. You may not find that particular information in the databases, so you might have to find an online website to do that. Remember that the OWL Purdue handout or handbook that I've posted in the Start Here tab and various times during the last few weeks, that's a great place for you to go for your works cited entries as well as parenthetical documentation. Make sure you are opening up every single resource and information that I have posted in Blackboard to help you write this paper. I think that you'll do great. Make sure you take the steps that I've looked at. Make sure you print that outline. Again, make sure you choose one of these sources right here. But again, this assignment is just going to opposing viewpoints and clicking that send to button, finding a source, emailing it to me.